I can't take the smoke.
Smoke break. Live, we live in the smoke break. Live in the smoke break. Live, we live in the smoke break. We live in the smoke break. Live, we live in the smoke break. Live, we live in the smoke break. Live, we live.
I can't take the smoke. I can't take the smoke. I can't take the smoke. I can't take the
Smoke break. Live live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. We live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live in the smoke break. Live, live, we live.
I can't take the smoke. I can't take the smoke. I can't take the smoke. I can't take the smoke.
SMOKEBREAKLIVE.tv, we up in here.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey.
Sound like you in a pocket.
Who, me?
Good with
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Live.tv. Go by the name of Sonic Boom TV.
I
What
go
up,
by
Bryant?
Ja.
Be doing?
Everybody good, man? You know, everybody good? And everybody here.
I'm alright.
You good. Yeah, we all right.
I got
We
steak
aight.
I like the
today.
fishbowl though, but it's all good.
That's how I sound right now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It sound like you talk somebody got your mouth like this.
And they getting kidnapped.
They didn't get that. This nigga dedicated to this. Niggas-
Like, boy, if you don't get out that trunk and come on.
right.
That's worse.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good though. Smoke Break Live, we in here another Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. We in here. I go by I am Jay Easy. We got Sonic Boone TV trying to get his audio set. We got the lovely Ja and
Supersonic.
Bryant be knowing.
Yo.
I ain't got no adjective to go with yours.
That's fine.
It's all right. What's up, man? How y'all doing?
I'm alright.
Good. I just noticed that the go-go sign behind you had a little chipped plastic, like chip paint
because
or
it's
whatever.
hold up.
It's
a license plate.
Good.
I know, but I didn't know it was like the old ones. You know, like
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold up. Oh,
He real DC. He really from DC.
Yeah.
yeah,
93.
it's from 93.
They got the bullet holes in it and everything.
Yeah.
It was a lot of shooting in 93.
Crack cut
It
up
was,
on
man.
it.
Yeah.
It was. Back then, DC was the murder capital.
Yeah.
yeah.
They say the murder capital will be murder for capital.
You know, my neighborhood wasn't that bad though.
It's good to hear.
That's good.
And I lived in Southeast. Apparently the
Ooh.
most notorious part, but we was chilling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yo, man. We start off the week. We start off the show with what the fuck are they smoking? Right?
Mm.
I got a group of old heads, man. A group of old heads. They look like they're reenacting something they did when they was young together, right? And all of them old and got osteoporosis, so they ain't got no business doing this shit that they about to do right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. I would get nervous every time Boom about to play a video.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. What are they smoking? Check it out. Hey, yo, make sure you follow us Instagram at SMOKEBREAKLIVE.tv. You know, we on YouTube right now. We on Instagram Live. Shout out to everybody on Instagram Live. Yo, shout out to everybody who pushes pornography on Instagram.
Yo, he's not gonna let it go.
and doesn't get kicked off.
Man.
You know, but
No,
for
I
some
feel you,
reason,
bro.
when I put my body up there,
It's not your body.
when I put my body up there, I get flagged. It's crazy,
feel you.
man.
All right, so we're gonna do the what the fuck were they smoking? All right, can y'all see this?
Nah,
I
man.
can't see shit. What about now?
There we go.
This ain't gonna go good.
Yeah, right. You see it from the beginning.
How they get up there?
Right. With the canes and all that.
Hiking, schmiking. Wow, man.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, they supposed to. They trying to even it out.
And they all come to Mother Daddy. You see canes and you see
They down there. That shit.
They
Word
gonna
up.
die.
I mean,
So
stop.
fragile.
we're
Yo.
a short fall, something that's nothing to you. You'll get up and brush it
Oh,
off,
yeah.
dust yourself off, and try again.
Oh yeah, they still
They-
feeling that right now.
yeah,
They'll just be dust. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll just be dust.
Let me
Like, it ain't no-
go to the good part. Who thought this was a
Nigga,
good
they can
idea?
fall out. They can fall out the bed.
This must be something they all did when they was kids or something.
Yeah, bruh.
Like a bunch of Vietnam vets or something
Yeah,
like
it's a lot
that.
of old people. Ain't nobody young supervising this. Anybody young was like, yeah, we can't do this. I
God.
can't do this.
Everybody on the right side fell hard.
Hard, 'cause
I
they was
know,
up.
like-
They was oh yeah.
Yeah, who was at the
It
end?
looks so painful.
Word up, man.
Poor guys.
Nigga canes all bent up.
They were smoking
bad,
asthma
man.
pumps.
Right.
That's what they were smoking on. I don't know.
And then
Real
yo,
wall.
you try to hold the dude next to you like he's strong. Like,
like-
let that man go, John. Fall by yourself.
nigga.
Don't try to pull that nigga down with you, bruh.
So shout out to the homie Deuce. He said look like a pile of hip replacements.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the least of the
Facts.
words.
Hey, yo, not for nothing, right? My grandmother, you know, way back in the day, my grandmother, she was always a small woman, like probably 99 pounds, something crazy like that, right? Real small. And my mom was gonna take her out to see Nancy Wilson, I think. That's somebody that she really liked and shit. So she was gonna take her out to see her, and I was already at my grandmother's house. My grandmother was all excited when my mom got there, like, you know, she running it to this room, that room, trying to get shit
Trying to
ready
get
and
dressed,
stuff.
yeah.
Slipped, fell, just broke her arm.
What?
Broke her arm. That's how easy it is for an older person to just hurt themselves, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's one of my biggest fears, like being around your grandma, she fall, because you already know. Like,
Cause today is over.
can't-
Whatever
you-
y'all
you-
had
you
planned
can't get mad at
is
nobody.
over.
You can't get mad at nobody either. It's like, damn, grandma, like shit, like
Nah, hell no. The family member whose job it was to watch her, they getting busy.
Hold on, all right, okay. I got a story. So 2019, I was in a friend's wedding. I was one of the groomsmen. The person I was supposed to walk with ended up dropping. But he was like, all right, B, I don't want to cut you out. And I didn't have nobody to do this anyway, so could you walk my grandmother down the aisle? I'm like, all right, cool, no problem.
oh shit.
So we in rehearsal. She don't come to rehearsal. So, but his sister is standing in for his grandmother. Me and his we supposed to go out for me and grandma first. The first people y'all see when this thing kick off is me and grandma.
so y'all gotta set the tone.
Right. So me and his sister joking. He's like, man, we trying to figure out how fast we gonna walk. He was like, why she probably be trying to walk all fast and start running up, joking, right? Next day is the wedding. We go out, fine. We on the way back, fine. We get back inside the building. She let me go. She's like, you was walking slow. And like in real life, hit like a power walk, Joe. I'm like, okay, grandma. We walk through the building, get to the front. Though, why she trip and fall down the stairs?
Oh shit.
In front of everybody?
Yes.
Oh,
It was only one stair, but she still fell.
oh. You know people was recording and everything.
Nah, but
got
they
that
looking
on
at me
video.
like, nigga, you supposed to be walking. I'm like, bro, she ran. Like,
You're supposed to grab her.
as crazy as it sounds, the grandmother ran away, bro.
Bruh.
Damn.
Man.
And then the father-in-law, well, really it was because the father-in-law was hyped, so he drinking champagne out the bottle. So he like dancing, whatever. So as he's dancing, he steps back. So now he's in between me and her, so I can't get to her. I see her fall. You know, old people fall with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
like-
fall slow.
So it's slow enough for you to get to him, but he's
Yeah.
in the way, so I can't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to give you an opportunity to catch me.
Right.
Yeah,
This nigga set the pick and roll, and I couldn't get to her.
Oh shit.
This is the pick and roll.
Yo, speaking of pick and roll, J3Z with the sports.
Yo,
See
okay.
that transition? Y'all welcome.
Okay. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. yo, yesterday marked the 1 year that we lost the great Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gigi, and I think it was 7 other passengers on a fatal helicopter crash. Yesterday made 1 year already, so it was kind of quick. So quick shout out to the families.
Wow, that really was quick.
Yeah, definitely, man.
We ain't
It's crazy, man.
Grieve, bro. We got
it's
tossed
crazy.
into whirlwind of emotion and death. Like we couldn't even,
Process it.
sit with that one.
We need a decade to get over that year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So shout outs to the family. Rest in peace to the greatest basketball I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I say that, because the greatest is always, it's opinionated, right? It depends on you, but the greatest basketball I've ever seen, Kobe Bryant. So rest in peace to him.
You didn't see Jordan play?
Yeah, I saw Jordan play. I was a fan of basketball, but when I saw Kobe Bryant, I knew that was the best basketball player I've ever seen.
I actually had watched like this YouTube clip they had, and it broke down the whole entire crash, like the radio call in, like everything that took place. And I will say that's one of like the weirdest things that I was able to see happen, because it's like they really just went off the radar, and like fog, like it's just so weird how it happened. It's just like, wow.
You're right. Yeah.
Freak accident, like for real.
Yeah, so you never know, man. Like that right there, you never know. It took everybody by surprise, so you never know, man. So
Brandon Moore said, "Basketball is my favorite sport." Triple up and down the court.
See, this nigga trying to be serious.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely put a sad face on it.
Right.
Boom, like basketball.
But Boone actually managed to get the whole line in this time instead of just saying basketball, so I can't be mad at it either.
But all right, so sticking with basketball, the Miami Heat, they're gonna they have COVID sniffing dogs. They're gonna use dogs to scan fans as they enter the arena.
Sniffing their ass.
Sniffing asses. I was talking to Brian B before this. I was like, can the dog get COVID? Because it's a
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what's going on with the dog? How y'all feel about dog sniffing?
How does
How does that work?
He sniffed somebody's crotch, was like,
Who be folks panicking because people are so scared of dogs. Like,
Right.
And the frenzy.
Right. You got weed in your pocket.
yo, it's a wrap.
All right.
I'm just trying to watch the game.
Like, I ain't
This
got
is a
COVID. I got
This
You
dog
probably
is-
see the wheel and move it along, nigger. Looking for the COVID.
just smells things in general.
We're looking for that COVID.
Looking for the COVID. Care about your
Cocaine, not
reefer.
cocaine, COVID.
Yo, but you know what's crazy though? Because if that dog does sniff it and it gives them like a chaotic or traumatic event, and they find out that they don't really have it, they can sue them for so much money.
Right.
So it's like, this better be right. If
I just want to know how they train the dogs to
Right.
sniff
Like who-
COVID. Like, ooh,
They give them dead COVID bodies.
dog got COVID. I mean, dog got COVID, right?
Maybe.
We got the vaccine, man. You know they get vaccinated.
Yeah.
They said the tiger had it last year, so I don't know.
Right.
I'm
So,
still
yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
figure out who
what?
tested the tiger. Like,
You know
that's what-
that dog is like a person. You know, if you was to kill a cop dog,
Mhm.
that's like killing an officer.
Officer.
Yeah, they treat that shit serious.
Mhm.
Yeah, you better not punch a cop dog. You
Merp.
gonna get your-
Man, I will rock
It
those
was-
dogs.
Nah, it was a clip that I had saw too about this cop beating up on his dog, like beating.
Yeah, I
him.
saw that
Parking
too.
lot. But they was acting
Who,
like
Sid?
he just had a rough day and the dog was being bad. Like they were trying to make the dog sound like an angel.
That's tough.
Like,
But that's it. Like,
it was like
that's
the
his
dog
partner.
was
Like if
that
it was
quick.
him and another man, him and another like officer, and they just in the
Right.
parking lot scrapping, like you can't do that.
Yeah. Did you call your supervisor for this? Like,
Right. Yeah.
But he was beating the hell out of that dog.
Jesus Christ.
But you know what? I also don't break up blue on blue violence, so they could do whatever they
that
want.
blue on blue violence is crazy.
Y'all
Crazy
can thug it
there.
out. I don't
Yeah,
care
yeah,
what
I ain't
y'all
gonna get in the middle of that.
That officer gonna get more disciplinary action for beating that dog than for killing an unarmed person on the street.
That's
Right.
That's
Black
real.
person.
An unarmed person, not even a black person.
Yeah.
It's an unarmed person. They just don't be telling. They be killing white people too.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
I don't want to laugh.
I mean, some people. Never mind. Yeah, they don't.
It's man's
Yo.
best friend.
Yo, Jake Paul is
White
fighting
man.
former UFC fighter Ben Askren. I've never seen Ben Askren fight, but Jake Paul.
He
know
looks
him
like a
from,
Ben.
from knocking out Nasty Nate.
Nate Robinson.
He gonna fight a real UFC fighter. So I think this one probably gonna come out different than the one with Nate because Nate wasn't trained. This guy here, has some training. So I'm gonna watch this. I'm definitely gonna watch this. For
This,
what they
this
did to
dude
my
got
man Nate.
cauliflower ears.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so he know how to fight.
Mhm.
He been hitting there a couple times, so you're gonna see how that goes.
But are
the
they
crazy
they
thing-
boxing though, right?
I don't even know if
Yeah,
it matters.
they boxing. They boxing.
Yeah,
It don't always transfer
Correct.
from
Mm.
MMA
It's
to
like-
boxing.
Yeah, just like basketball, dunking on niggas don't transfer to the boxing ring.
All right.
That MMA.
That's kind of dunking on niggas.
Word up. But
Hey, real quick, Brandon said whatchamacallit hands is trash. Ben can't
He
fight.
look like he can't
Ben
fight. He
Askren.
looks-
Yeah.
yeah, but he could put chokehold the shit out of you.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
He
Ground
was like
work
the white
shit out of
boy
you.
at the bar with the cargo shorts and the thong flip flops on. The expensive joint, the leather thong flip flops.
Like
Right.
one of the Steiner brothers. Old wrestling shit.
With the head thing, right?
Yeah, with the head guard on.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's amazing that he is a YouTuber getting $20 million fighting these people. Like,
I can't knock that. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Askren is the dude that got kneed in like 4 seconds. You ever been kneed? It don't
Hell
take
no.
long.
that hurts.
You know what I'm saying? A swift knee to the face is a
To
wrap.
the head.
to the face, like
Like, all right.
somebody
I'm
has
done.
to jump up, unless you have to be bending down, but somebody has to jump up to knee you.
I feel like I seen the clip Brandon talk about though. Like they was just like face to face. He was like ding ding, and he just
and he just came at him with a knee.
that was it. Yeah.
All right, well,
Two of them 4 seconds was him hitting the ground. Like he was like it happened immediately.
That's why Jake Paul let's do a boxing match because I don't want no
Word up, no
knees
legs.
coming. No
He
knees
don't want no
coming.
real smoke.
Right.
Right,
We'll
right.
check that out though. I don't know if we have it on. Well, we don't have it on here, but
Matter of fact,
the
Brandon, you
other
should
ball-
fight Jake. Brandon, you do jiu-jitsu. Go see that man.
Oh
Get you a
shit,
check, bro.
we gonna promote it if you do it.
Oh, nigga, we in there.
We on that. We got you, brother. But so is it Logan Paul? That's the brother, right? Logan
Right.
Paul. He's fighting Mayweather in February, correct? I believe so.
Oh my God.
He's
Man,
gonna
they
get
playing pity
washed.
I'm telling you, bro. Mayweather's not gonna
Yeah,
lose that
yeah.
fight.
I feel like they gonna play pity pat, and then Logan gonna get a few off, and it's gonna piss off Floyd. And Floyd like, I'm gonna show you why I do this.
Yeah, I think Floyd he's gonna he doesn't want to get that quote unquote L or draw. He don't want to draw on his record.
Not against a YouTuber.
Oh, he
Yeah.
gonna smack him, bro. I'm telling you, this is hope
You
this
gotta
money
be
works.
surgical with this.
yeah. So we'll check that out.
It'd
we
be,
got-
it'd be a nigga that ain't trained that beat him and shit.
Oh,
Get that,
Like-
that lucky punch.
Just one good
Like,
hit.
cause that's all you
Yeah.
need, really. Is one punch. You put a nigga down. Like when you try to play video games against your girl, and she start winning, and she just push one
Pisses
button.
me off every time.
She
You
just
look
get
at
you in
her
the corner
controller,
and just hit that one
you
button.
gotta look at
and
the controller, see what she's doing and shit.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Like
That's how
growing
I
up,
am at school.
I used to hate playing girls in video games, yo, because they just be pushing buttons and like all the special moves
Right.
magically happen and shit.
like
Like,
the whole screen lit up. He's
I've
like,
been practicing these moves.
Yeah, like
Right.
how
You
you,
know what I'm saying?
did you just do
beginner's
a
luck.
finishing move? Or like
right.
what-
Like I read how to do this.
yeah,
You unlocked it. Like,
I got the cheat codes.
right.
Yo, so frustrated.
Yo, so Versus is teamed up with the NFL to do Pro Bowl. I'm not sure how this exactly works. Brian B, you said you were watching a little bit of it today, right?
Yeah. So basically, what they do is they take two NFL players and they take their highlights from this season. They match their highlights up against one another and see who's really the best. You know, of course, they don't pick a winner. They leave it up to the fans. So niggas is just arguing in the comments per usual.
So,
But they have.
is it AFC versus NFC, or are they just mixing it up?
I think they just mixing it up. The first one, I think the first one was it AJ Jefferson? No, it was Anthony Brown, and I think Justin Jefferson. Was it Justin Jefferson or AJ Jefferson? And somebody named Jefferson. I can't remember.
How do y'all feel about that? I'm not. That's not something I'm interested in watching. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that's going to roll.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like something I'll be interested in watching. Maybe the young generation, maybe all them kids that was watching the game on fucking Nickelodeon.
You say Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That might be some something for them.
That's so
But
BT.
the way
They got
you're describing
gravy
the
instead of
format-
slime.
the way you're describing the format sounds more like something that you vote for, like the Pro Bowl. Like they put
That's what it was.
they have the clips up here, and for a week we all be voting and shit, and then
And then
it
they
seems
just
like
organize
that
them
kind of
for
setup. You know?
I think this is supposed to replace the Pro Bowl since they're not doing it this year.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Well, I
because
thought they were supposed to be
of
doing Madden also.
That's what I
the
thought.
NFL is gonna team up with Madden and do their own thing too. It's
Right,
like two
right.
things that the NFL is doing because of COVID.
And
man.
NFL's on it too. They've been broadcasting the verses on their page on Instagram too.
Those some big checks they
That's
get
Jigga. That's Jigga Man.
because man, what
Check it though, check it though.
to
That's
get a
Jigga
check
Man,
from
he
the
said.
NFL to partner with them, that's big.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, like I said, that's not something I think I'm interested in watching. However, I'm proud of Swiss Beats and Timberland
Right.
for like they was just fucking around one day. And
Right.
it was like, yo, my beat's better than yours, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then it started
Just
battling,
found
and then
a
it turned into
nigga.
this. It turned into checks.
Chat
You know what
nigga
I'm saying?
checks.
Word up. And Keisha Cole and Ashanti should be ashamed of yourselves.
They
follow
still
each
broke a
other.
record though. They broke some type of viewing record. I think it was like all
The least
all
amount
together.
of
Yeah.
No. One of them. Man, you go baby, look it up. Hold up.
It was like 2.7 million altogether, like
Yeah.
across all platforms at one point. So
Something like that.
Across all platforms.
yeah, but they're not. But they're not cool though. I'm sure they're not cool in real life.
Word up. They had like there was some photos coming out, you know what I'm saying? Like it was looking like Keisha Cole had a white substance.
Oh yeah.
On
Nah,
the
Nah,
counter.
those are AirPods. Stop it.
Nah,
it was besides the AirPods.
Next to the
And it was a rolled up dollar bill over there. I seen it.
Mhm.
You know
It was lit, though.
the versus thing. It was something that Swiss. I think he actually tried it before. I don't know if you guys remember.
What,
He did
Coke?
something. No, the verses. He did something
lot of
with
Coke in that
was it
dude.
Just Blaze? I don't know if you guys remember seeing that. But he was going song for song with Just Blaze a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's where it all started from.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. Something he was trying to do. But
It was him and Just Blaze. Just Blaze had the rolling. He had the rolling CDJ, DJ controller. Busta Rhymes was in there.
nigga, you talking DJ terms? I don't know what that means.
I remember that shit. Busta Rhymes was in there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Squizzy-
yeah, exactly.
Squizzy was playing unreleased shit.
Yeah,
He had a joint.
Yeah. Okay, now I remember now. Yeah.
Jada Kiss and Jay-Z. And I remember that shit.
yeah,
That's-
that was dope.
It was organic and authentic. It's hip hop.
Right. And it was niggas in the room. That shit was, the energy was crazy.
And they got to get back to that. They got to get back to that now. I don't know if the Pro Bowl verses will they be next to each other. It won't even really matter. But they got to get back to like once y'all started giving us the verses together.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this phone shit.
Yeah, we don't want to see two people on two screens anymore. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Cause it's too much. Cause niggas be throwing a party in the background. You can't do that. You got if you're gonna do in your house versus in your house, you gotta be by yourself.
Yeah.
Why? Is it the sound or the distraction?
Yeah, it's the sound. It's both. The sound, the distractions, the whole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because don't be
It's like a
Maybe
nigga trying to host a
instigating.
party and talk to you at the same time. Like you got to keep leaving to go. You know what I'm saying? Manage the party.
and their sound don't be up to par as well though. Like
Right.
when they
Yeah, sound be
together,
trash.
you got professional sound going on, so it's a better show altogether. So yeah, shout out to so last Super Bowl 55, the Chiefs versus the Bucks. They're going to let frontline workers be the crowd for this. So
Sacrifices.
that's pretty
Like physically in the crowd.
Yeah. What do you think they just gonna put their cardboard up?
Right. Hold up. If they in the crowd, who at the hospital?
That's real shit. Don't get sick that day.
Tampa
ones
about
with
it. But you know, it's
overtime.
Florida. They don't care.
They don't give a fuck. They take care of themselves. But yeah, I think that's kind of dope, though. That's something kind of to show appreciation. Let them go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I feel like half of them going to have COVID after that. I feel like half of them gonna have COVID.
They were saying them were some of the main people to get COVID because they're in the hospital. So
around
they
it.
working with. Yeah, they're around it all the time.
So
They'll send the
COVID,
dogs in there.
yeah, COVID. That's the testing area. Gonna see how the dog reacts.
Hell yeah.
Right.
This shit really works.
Yeah,
They probably all got the vaccine though too.
Hey, yo, there's healthcare workers that are refusing that shit.
Yeah, like I know
some
what's
people
in
that
this
do.
shit.
It's some that are getting fired for branding them, like trying to destroy them. It's a lot of them.
We got that later. We're gonna pick that up later.
Yo,
Yo,
you done jumped in.
all I say is this: you know they don't have any liability. Like the companies that make the vaccines, they don't have any liability, right?
Right.
If your fucking arm fall off, it was
Your arm just fall off.
You know?
The
Yeah.
sacrifice you
You know
took.
what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So I on the strength of that, nigga, they don't even stand by their product, nigga. I gotta guarantee, like if I sell you a bad bag of weed, you might come back around the corner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's how we break everything down to a weed sale. It's like, you know what? I mean, if I sold you bad weed, you know, you wouldn't like that. So
Or anything, you buy a CD from the bootleg man and they don't play in your stereo. Hey, nah,
You ain't
cuz
gonna-
I
you ain't gonna
need
find him.
my $5 back, or I need another CD, dog.
Who's still selling CDs?
I'm just talking about I just
Some
made an
people
old
are.
people. Dang, is that gonna be our old people reference?
that is it. It's already
Yeah.
there.
Like, dang,
Cars
niggas-
don't have CD players.
Yeah.
I got a CD player. I think.
Well, then got a historic.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to think of that when I was
That
talking
nigga
about
He don't need an admissions test on that shit.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
a
go ahead, then, go ahead,
2017.
then.
It's just a minivan. But I keep it clean though. I don't. I need
Hey,
to
sitting on for
Keep
foes.
them cleaned out.
But last was sports. We got a video from a black gymnast. Nia Dennis is her name from UCLA.
Yes, Nia Dennis, UCLA, right?
LA.
This our black girl magic portion of the show, right? We
Right.
try to, show love to our melanated sisters, right? Especially the ones who excel at a high level, right? Now this Nia Davis, she's a gymnast, a college gymnast, UCLA, and black people, when they do the floor exercise, that's what it's called, the floor exercise, right? You see traditionally they sometimes when in between the flips and somersaults and stuff, the men or the women they do poses or they like fake ass hand dancing and shit like that.
dance.
Right.
But being black,
Gotta put some sauce on it.
Nia was out there
Gravy.
saucing it up, you know what I'm saying? She's doing the nay and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And apparently a lot of people had something to say about it, But just check the video out and look at the excellence that is Nia Davis. Right?
Right. That's what niggas always. I mean, cause what were they doing before she was dancing? Like they would. It's always been those little pauses and dance breaks.
Yo, man, like I don't understand the sport. I just like to see them flipping and shit.
Yeah.
Right. So all that dancing in between, honestly, like flip, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
I
That's
know
what I
that.
mean.
The dances look so corny to me. Like when they be
What?
dancing, it looks so corny.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not gonna hate on her because they hating on her. So, you know what I
Right.
mean?
I mean, if you want to do that way, put your sauce in it a little bit, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that Nene wasn't technically sound. Now, but you see how flawless her
The
form
flip,
is
yeah.
and her flips. Like she ain't even
The
bend her
gymnastics.
knees. Like she just going straight up in the air with her legs straight.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit is effortless. Like I didn't. You know how people like
They gotta
break
wind up.
themselves to jump?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she just springing and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's
man.
dope, bro.
That's why they bad at dance. You can't be that good at gymnastics and then be a good dancer. You gotta pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Like,
shout out
that's-
always Erica on Instagram. She said OCDs from the shrimp boat.
Oh, see, she know.
Feeling strip boat.
Nigga, my aunt used to live on East Capitol Street, and I've never had food from the shrimp boat.
Oh, it's a restaurant.
Yes, it is. It is a national. It is
I was talking about a little strip boat.
no. It is a landmark.
Like
It
it
is a
was
landmark in DC, and most of us do not eat there. We just drive right past it.
A boat is a landmark.
It's not even a boat. I don't know why they call it a shrimp boat.
Because they black.
True. Shout out to Benner Road.
Yo, at this time, heard it on the jot down.
Hey. Hey, y'all.
Job with the jot down.
Yes, so for this jot down, we're going to do my jot down in history. Today, January 27th, 1984, the 25-year-old Michael Jackson's hair wig got caught on fire while he was doing a Pepsi commercial with the Jacksons with him on stage. So I got the clip of that, and this is like the most iconic part of his life, because this is when they say that he kind of like turned and started to quote unquote bleach his skin, started wearing the curly wigs, and getting the eyeliner on his lips. So it's very tragic to witness, and everybody who was there, like the extras, they all were saying that he was so chill about it. Like they put him in a wheelchair and he went to the ER, but he was just so calm. So it was just like folks were like, this is what makes him a star too, because it's like your hair, you're literally burned. He has 2nd-degree burns, so that's nothing to play with.
That's not.
And I feel bad, but damn.
You know that I forgot which movie it was. It was one of those. I think it's a Michael Jackson movie. I think we all seen it. It's that
Was it a movie or was it like 45-minute music videos?
Nah, it was the movie where show him growing up as a kid and all that shit. But it shows that part where his hair catches on fire.
2100 Jackson Street.
I think that's what it's called. I don't know, but that was my favorite part of the movie when that part, like you just see it smoking. He like, I love that part.
Are you the TV movie you talking about?
I think so. Where it had the kid from ATL.
Yeah, yep. Yep. I know you're talking about.
That's the only. I don't know what it's called. I was just. What is it called?
T.I.'s little brother.
Yeah. What's it? 20? What is it called? The Michael Jackson movie.
It might have been 2100 Jackson Street or the Jacksons.
Probably.
But I know. I knew a kid, man. I knew a kid in that joint, man.
But in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nigga played. Man.
Do you have the clip of Michael Jackson getting caught on fire? Cause I got it. You
got a clip of his head getting caught on fire.
I sent it to y'all. I sent it to y'all.
Are you sure?
It goes down in the DM. But yeah, It's pretty crazy, and it's actually like from two angles, and it's like the actual behind the scenes, like it's the actual clip of the whole thing. Which I'm surprised that they even still have it out, because if that happened to me, I would be like, yo, I don't want nobody seeing that shit.
Delete all this. Delete
all right, yeah, I got you right here. I got you right here.
And after this, they said he wore wigs from here on out.
All right, here we go. Can you feel it? Is that the song?
He felt
that's
that.
not the song to sing. Yeah,
he was singing.
This nigga is trash.
What, yo?
Billie Jean.
Yeah.
So here it goes right here. So watch this. See the sparks? His hair's on fire right here.
Oh, that's the
He felt inspired.
Yeah, so he's taking his jacket off, spinning around.
nigga went
And all the
super
people
saiyan.
are coming to him. And this is gonna show the angle from the floor.
Wait, where does this sad ass music come from?
YouTube, whoever made this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to rewind it a little bit. You know, I'm a fan of Michael. I just think this was funny. So
That's the I forgot what they call it. It's a certain type of fire. Like stuff be on fire, but you can't really see it like that. No.
Pyrotechnics.
No.
That's
Like
what they said it was from.
that nigga spin hard as shit.
yeah, it's from the pyrotechnics. But if you seen them like you seen somebody light a shot on fire before the other person drinking, and the fire, it kind of looks like the fire's not there anymore, and they drink it, and there's just fire everywhere. That's what it looks like happened to his hair.
Because that's the one thing about when your hair's on fire, like for it to get that high, like it be on fire for a while. You can't see it,
Right.
or like it be hot.
Especially with the chemical, because it got burned through the. And first of all, it's already hot up there,
And they
so
said
you don't even realize that you're on fire, and then you like, God.
they it's called on fire because of the pomade he had in his hair. So
Right.
whatever pomade he was using.
And you know that pomade was thick in the 80s, so that had to burn all the way through before it got to the hair.
I think I had some new now.
Right.
His Jerry curl spray.
What do you
watched that
do?
clip so many times just because of the music. I just thought.
What do you do as the PA?
Shit, rest in peace, Michael.
Rest in peace, Mike. But that's fine.
Like, if you the PA, like, it's not your fault, but somehow it's your fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're getting blamed for this. And how do you even go to the director like, yo, Mike caught on fire? What?
What?
What? Yeah, like Michael Jackson caught on fire. Yo, whoever in the
Yeah, Mike, I know he hot. He hot, right?
Yo,
yeah, it's like, no, on fire.
no. Sit
I
down.
know who else in the tech booth. You probably just went home. Like, man, I ain't about to.
Yo,
Yeah, I
man.
probably quit that day.
Yo, did y'all watch the Salt and Pepper biopic on Lifetime?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't know it was a.
Cause they ain't they cut Cinderella out of the jump.
That's why you ain't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Man. That's why I didn't watch it. That's why I didn't watch it because I Salt and Pepper push it and it's your thing with EU. I'll do what you want to do. You know what I mean? That was one of my first 12-inch records that I ever owned and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was a fan of Salt and Pepper back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And I remember Spinnerella and being a DJ. I ain't like the fact that they cut her out, man. They cut her out of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, she looked better than them.
Why did they cut her out though? Like, how do you?
Because she looked better than them.
Because she looked better than them. Yeah, all the guys were like, shouldn't she be on the mic?
I do recall like 10 years ago they had like a beef, and then they came like and did like a few press runs speaking about how they left her out of stuff, but now they're doing it again. So it's like,
well, the lawsuit is because Spin is saying that they owe her royalties, you know, for all the years she was on these records. That's what she's saying. She was part of this. They like, you ain't rap.
You just spit it.
But remember,
you can't say you just spin the record if you can't spin the record. Now, I respect anybody who does anything because everybody can't do it. You can't say you just spin the record and you don't know how to cut the turntable on.
But there's one thing.
Until when?
it's the song though. Are you on the song? Right,
I mean,
you
if
just
I'm
play
mixing-
them songs. If you cutting right, because
I mean,
back
if
then
I'm
a lot of
cutting,
DJs,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. In
Right.
between that, right? So then you on the song.
yeah, I'm on.
You know what I mean? Straight up, but
All
you
right,
know,
wait,
it was
wait.
two.
So are
She's the
are
second Cinderella.
you vouching?
That
for
was
your
gonna
fellow
be my
DJ
next
or no?
question.
Are you saying she does deserve the royalties or she don't?
I
He gotta review it.
gotta look at the technical.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I would say this.
Morally,
She's somebody else put it this way. It's like, how the fuck Jam Master Jay ain't gonna be included in the Run DMC
right?
thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's the same as Spinderella,
Right.
Oh yeah.
respectively. You know.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Now hold on, I got a picture. Let me show a picture. You know what I'm saying?
How
See,
many,
those two right there, those two, they don't look nothing. That's another reason why I didn't watch the shit. They don't look nothing like Salt or Pepper. You know, Pepper don't look like Pepper no more.
Right.
She done.
You know, I have a story. I have a true story.
Like
When
crack
I
pepper.
had went to,
Pepper
I
seed.
forgot. Oh yeah, I went to a
Lemon
red
pepper.
carpet. I had went to a red carpet event for growing up hip hop. I interviewed her, and when I wanted to take a selfie with her, like with just like me and her, I got so stuck staring at her through my phone, and I said I had the nerve to be like, "Oh," because her face looked so
Fuck that.
not bad, but it
No, you can
was,
say it.
Which one you talking about? Oh, Pep.
Pepper.
yeah,
Yep, yeah.
and she, and it was so weird because it was like a silence, and I was just like,
Oh,
"Oh," and I was just looking at her
Damn.
like, "Oh," and she was like, "What?" And I
This
was
Pep
like,
right here.
I'm
This
just
Pep.
understand.
Pep got much
This-
there.
This
feel bad.
picture is what black women had to struggle with for a long time because they was not making makeup in our shade, so that's why they all look like phantoms right here.
Yeah, they
'Cause
all do look
only
kind of
had-
like. I ain't.
Yeah, because they
look,
only had white people
they
makeup.
look frosty
Yeah.
as hell.
Yeah, like ashy
Right.
a little bit.
They look
Ashy
it's faded.
everywhere.
Yeah, Salt the only one that looked alright, but the mud too. They was down. Was that Ground Zero for 9/11?
Nah, she got much there.
Now that's too far.
Shut up. A lot of women got mustaches,
Nah, what shit is pronounced?
especially back in
Yeah.
the day. They didn't get them waxed.
It's pronounced mustache.
Mm.
Yeah, man, but that was fucked up. Pay her, and another thing is, Spinnerella was saying, "Yo," she was like, "Black women are so often ostracized and cast away and all this shit." So as soon as I started reading out, like, right.
Here we go.
But
Leave her alone. She got
the irony of it was two other black women who did the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you read it. That's why you kept reading.
Right.
Yeah.
But the question I have for the black women on the panel is, why don't black women stick together?
I can tell you that right now. You honestly got to ask the universe that, because the fact that there's more females born than men is already a competition, like in our DNA. So a lot of us don't stick together, unfortunately. There is no sisterhood because we're always, whether how we cook, how we dress, how we look, how smart we are, we're always competing. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I show you another reason why they staying away from Spinderella.
Be careful, because this is a balloon post.
Right?
How many Spinderellas was it? Oh,
It was
they
two
don't want them
Spinderellas.
hands. They don't want them hands. nigga.
Hands. Look at this.
See, well, you
I
have
didn't know they were that. I didn't know they were like. I didn't know they were like that. I didn't know she was like that.
Look, way different from that old picture, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mhm.
Ben kept growing and shit,
Yeah.
right? but look at Pepper. Pepper look weird as shit.
Like her posture is, yeah.
Like she's
She look
scared.
weird. Her
Like somebody
titties
like
fake,
stuck her
bro.
right
Smack
there.
the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Her titties fake. Word up. But look, I got a grudge. I got a grudge against Pep anyway.
What's your grudge?
Why? She played you back in the day or something?
Nah,
I
she
know,
played
right?
Tretch from Naughty by Nature.
Did
Now
she
he was
play
beating on her though.
That's alleged.
I do, but no, the way
That
no,
nigga-
I was watching the war shows.
That's a legend. Like
Hey yo, that nigga
He
was
off
on
the chain.
he did a whole interview on Breakfast Club with his daughter talking about that shit.
What he say?
Okay.
I ain't hit him.
He said he said that shit was exaggerated.
Yeah,
And he's sitting there with his daughter.
Exaggerated.
Exaggerated. Yeah.
I mean, I hit her one. I ain't hit her what she said. Bro. I ain't like hit her.
I just took her real hard.
Yeah.
Back
Like,
when
yeah, I hit her back. I ain't hit her.
it was
She hit
written
me first.
was written on her kitten.
Open hand.
Mercy.
Hey, I still hold the grudge, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
His
Because
bench.
you know that
You know,
for my age group, that was one of the first. That was one of the first hip hop couples, yo. One of the first, like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm that old.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but moving on.
Hey,
Yo.
real quick, Dude said Pep posed like she had a battery in her back.
That's what. Yes, like
yeah.
a Barbie or something. Nah,
Yeah, hard.
Yeah, like she wasn't.
a my size Barbie. Like somebody just stood her up and put her right there.
Yeah.
Her nipples, her
That's how
titties
she
so
is in
hard.
person. Like when I met her in person, she's very like high, like very hyper and very happy. Like so, she could have been wired. You know,
Yeah.
wired. Nah.
Right. Don't act high. That's what she was doing.
Oh no. But
On that
The
salt.
first thing you do is act high.
Act high. Just don't look high.
Yo, man. Shad Moss, man, he's back in the news. Back in the news, yo. He is about to put out an album about his exes, namely Keisha Cole and others. You know, he got pulled up because what he said something in the comments during the verses with Keisha Cole and Ashanti, and people was like, yo, you disrespected her. You disrespected her. You know what I mean? So now he gonna parlay that energy and make a album about his exes. So you know Sierra 1-2 Step is gonna be on there.
That just
he
seemed
better not.
That just seemed a little thirsty. He just seemed thirsty. That's some
Like
weak
what?
nigga shit.
That's a nigga. You ever seen a nigga like you don't get beat up often? Like you ain't had no big brothers or big cousins like put their hands on you when you was a kid, and it shows.
He was a privileged kid.
He had a Mickey Mouse around his neck, nigga.
I mean, he's Snoop's. Isn't he Snoop's nephew or something like that?
Yeah, I'm Snoop's nephew.
Yeah.
I think Snoop kind of took him in, but to that point though, Coke, like nigga just spoiled. Like you need to. Somebody need to put their hands on. Why would you do that?
He's never been punched in the nose.
He's bored.
Nah.
Hell nah.
You can
That's all
tell.
that is. He's just
Dumb
bored
shit.
and broken board.
Broken
Right.
board.
Broken board. Nigga, you see that little ass boat he was on? That shit was small. Hey, that
he
nigga was
was
on a
like-
trip boat.
No, he
That
was like,
nigga
this is the small boat that bring you to the big boat. That's what he was saying. Like, this is the small boat that bring you to
Why
the big
you
boat.
gotta lie, nigga? Because if that was the case, you would have had a picture of you going to the big boat.
Right.
That's why don't nobody like you because you're a liar.
Facts. Hey, yo, man. So look, in China, right? They about to start a new form of testing for the COVID, right? Okay. And it's a new region of the body that they're gonna utilize to get these results,
That's
right?
why I apologize.
And China is deploying anal swab tests.
Deploying.
Any means
Deploying, right? To detect high risk COVID-19 cases, right? So they, you know, you see that right there, the instructions.
What's on the tip
Get
of
up your
that?
ass.
What's this? What's on there? Let's
Oh,
think.
you have to do it to yourself?
Yeah, man. I mean,
Oh.
yeah.
First of all, that don't look small.
I
on
don't
that,
want to put up your ass.
that diagram on the right, that don't look like a
This is Asia.
like a Q-tip. No, I'm just saying the size of the Q-tip don't look like a You know what I'm saying?
That's like a booty swab.
Right. Like a whole,
Yeah, ain't no
The booty
cute shit.
swap.
A booty ball.
Anybody get me with the okie doke.
This nigga put on the toilet.
A jousting stick. Man.
Nigga prop this shit on the toilet and everything. This nigga let me do my test.
Yo,
Did you
I
watch
gotta take my
it?
clothes off to do this, bro.
This nigga
Y'all
got
niggas
all the way
wild.
naked to do that shit. Keep my shirt on because it's cold.
Yo, that's.
That's
I mean,
the
what,
only- come on, like
look,
really?
you know they. I mean, they take temperature. That's how you can take temperature through your rectum.
As an infant.
That's a
And that's
baby.
because,
Yeah.
and that's because you don't have a choice, nigga.
If the baby
Right.
say something, he be like, hell no, we ain't doing that.
Hold
Right.
up, man. If you had to choose, right? Because I saw the videos of them putting that long ass stick in people's noses. And
Oh,
people
yeah, oh, yeah.
gagging and shit, right? So if you had to choose and you was forced, right? You can't get back in the country. You took an international trip, nigga. You have to have a negative test result in order to get back in the country. You have to choose one. Through the nose or through the ass. Which one are you doing?
What country am I in?
Say, I mean, I'm just gonna
Oh,
Right.
it's
Nigga, you gotta get it.
stipulations for
Whatever
that.
country you in, you gotta get out.
Do I? I might
No.
be able to figure it out on the island. I'm like, man, beach
No.
bum it for a little
You gotta pick
while.
one. Which one?
I ain't going to know.
I gotta go with the nasal, bro. I'm not taking off my pants in the airport.
Bending over.
Shit, man, I've taken my pants off in the airport.
Oh,
more than
once. Of course, we got a Boone TSA joke in today.
So you saying you taking the swab, Boone, is what you saying?
The booty
Yeah.
Hey yo,
That's how you know you old.
if you gotta choose between them putting the swab in your nose or you putting the swab in your ass.
I take the
But what if they say you ain't do it right? You gotta do it again.
yes,
it.
Yeah. It's not enough on the stick. You gotta go back.
Yo, Dude said the nose all day.
Right.
Son.
yeah, man.
And they're not gonna give you a fresh stick, so now you gotta stick the cold wet stick back in your butt.
Hell nah. I mean, you gotta unwrap a stick every time.
That's it. One stick per customer.
Somebody gonna walk in your stall while you swabbing.
Right. Look, hold on. Somebody in here. Somebody in here.
Yo, man.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
And the floor always wet in the bathroom? No.
Yo,
Seeing old swabs in the trash laying around.
now cocaine diamonds, man. You know about this, right? Somebody tried to destroy a whole somebody tried to destroy a whole bunch of COVID-19 vaccines. All right.
Yes.
Like, who told you?
And they've been charged. They're going to
Who said that?
Who said that? I got you, Coach.
Woo.
No, shit.
Who said that?
Who let my shit out?
Yo.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, yo. My bad.
Yeah, man. So, former pharmacist got charged with attempting to destroy COVID-19 vaccines, right? And he's now being charged. All right.
He looked like he did it.
Free him.
Why would a pharmacist try to destroy the vaccines?
Because he know what's in
Free
there.
him.
He don't look like a pharmacist.
He's
Or
trying
is
to
it
get
just
drug dealer.
me? Yeah, look
Regular
more like
drug
a
dealer.
street pharmacist.
Yeah, you know they don't want to give him that title, so there's like pharmacist.
He look like old boy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah,
Like he had a brother. Like this
yeah,
is
he
him.
knows
This
what's
is a
going
guy.
up. Anybody in the chat? Anybody got the vaccine or thinking of getting the vaccine? Like, let us
Yeah.
know. What are you?
I know a few people that got it.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, oh,
they
I'm
still
gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss y'all. Y'all go.
Right. I was like, well,
Yeah,
I
get y'all
know
up
who's
out
stupid.
here.
right.
Right.
I don't want to judge y'all, but
Hey, do your thing. Read
I'm
your law.
definitely judging.
I'm pro-choice when it comes to the vaccine.
No, sir.
Well, we are going to miss you.
My body, my choice, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, yo, so we have a special guest this week, right?
Hey.
right here on SmokeBreakLive.tv. We focus on comedy, cannabis, and culture. So this is the cannabis portion of the show right now.
Hey,
All right. We have Miss Jasmine Cross in the building. How are you?
Hi guys. I've done
She had a
StreamYard, but
delay.
never from my phone, so it's really
Oh yeah.
small.
She had a delay like in the news.
I've never done it on my phone. I always do it on my computer. I'm on my phone today.
oh, okay. So
Okay.
That's all right.
Oh, so you
is
guys
that
can hear me
news
fine?
delay?
Yeah, we did great. Like Faith Evans.
Okay. Hi. Thank you. I get that a lot. I get that. I actually had the old bodyguard like ran down on me one day, and I had a hat on. I was going to Walmart, and he ran down on me. And when I turned around, he was like, "Oh my God, I thought you was Faith," and I was like, "Yeah, no."
Let me try. That's an excuse.
Yeah. So what you doing, lady?
It's all number.
Right.
I don't know, but thanks for having me. I'm
put faith
excited.
back in
I'm
my
excited.
heart.
Yes, Miss Jasmine Cross from Highly Sedity. Okay, so listen, this is a 420. This is a weed friendly show, right? And a lot of people in our community, we have a long history with the marijuana subculture, the sub industry, but now it's becoming legalized, and a lot of us are being, locked out of the industry. But you have the key. I want you to tell us about it.
I do. So I actually work directly on a hemp farm. It is here in New York. So because cannabis or marijuana, because it's really all cannabis, but because marijuana is not legal here in New York yet, we do not grow what's considered marijuana or THC. We grow CBD and CBG. So we have indoor, outdoor. It's an 18-acre farm, 40 greenhouses. We have master cultivators. What cultivators do is they're the scientists and the biologists behind how to actually get the plants to grow and manipulate the way that they taste and the color and the structure. So yeah, Black girls, we farm. I'm from the city. I'm from Hollis, Queens. Yes.
Right.
And
So I literally, I actually know John's wife. Oh, okay. Yeah, I actually know John's wife and his family
my bad.
as well. But I have, so I really went from dating the hustlers to becoming one myself. So I moved.
Okay.
Yeah, like I moved CBG. Like I have it in my house by like the boatload. Like it's packages of it by the pound. And I have an affiliate program where I teach other Black people how to get into the industry and how to start their own companies because we are shunned out, right? There's so much money to be made here. And it pisses me off that we are incarcerated. And now that they're able to tax it, now this is like the next big thing. So, and they're upset that I'm bringing people into this industry. Please let that be known. That it turned into like, oh, there's a Black woman bringing other Black people, showing them to the money. I've had so much racism happen to me. There is a Black farmer who owns a big portion of the farm upstate as well. So whenever we go places, I'm never the partner. I'm always his wife. And then he has to shut that down. Like, no, she actually has her own empire that she's running. She's a boss in her own right. And then the conversation drastically changes. So I love what I do. I love bringing people into the industry. I love going up on the farm. I love showing people when I'm up on the farm. I was a biology major in college and then moved over to finance. So science has always been with me. And I love it. I love making my own money, and I make money like drug dealer money. So, and it's legal. Like I have all the paperwork if I ever got hemmed up to get me out. So, and then that's the other thing, teaching people how to get in the legit way so that you don't get hemmed up. And then once they legalize it, so I'm in a lot of those conversations as well. Because we're really more like one and the same. So once they do legalize cannabis, the thing that people will be surprised with is if you're really trying to start your own business, a legit business, you're going to be taxed ridiculously. And I mean, like y'all were just talking about that Q-tip going up your butt. Believe me, the government will be in your ass too, because the tax rate is ridiculous. It's opening cannabis.
Is it over 40?
No, it's not that bad, but I know in California right now, I believe they're at 20%. when it comes to the tax rate. Yeah, it's crazy. It's astronomical, and that's the reason they're legalizing it. Like, don't ever think they're gonna legalize something that was illegal if the government doesn't have their hand heavily in it.
Right.
There is something else called Delta 8. I don't know if anybody has ever heard of that. So Delta 9. Okay, so when you get drug tested for a job, or if you work a city job and they call you for a random, what they're looking for is Delta 9, which is the component to THC, right? So Delta 8 is right under Delta 9. It still gets you high. The government hasn't figured out how to make it illegal yet. So it's legal for us to push out on the street. I sell Delta 8 gummies as well. So that's a big component. Like, Delta 8 is the next big thing to come out that the government hasn't been able to regulate as of yet. So we're heavily pushing that in the system, because literally this industry is changing day to day. Like, the government could decide tomorrow, like, yo, Delta 8 is illegal, and then production gets shut down. So we push it while the business is going. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I absolutely, again, I love this industry. I teach people how to make everything from oil, you name it. I teach people how to make it, how to start their own businesses, how to get in, how to capitalize in so many ways. Hemp is really, really the wave. I have been in a lot of conversations with medical doctors who are now trying to figure out how to offer cannabis to their patients. And I'm talking dentists, neurologists, regular internal medicine, massage therapists. Massage. I got the oil when you ready.
That's a bet.
And it's pure CBD, and I'll send you a sample if you want, just to try it out at first.
I absolutely do.
Okay, yeah. So just inbox me your address, and I'll definitely ship you over a bottle. But just to get my people into the door. I'm big on that. I'm big on my big motto is to the water, right? I can take you to the water. I can't make you drink it, but at least let me take you there.
So what's been the biggest obstacles that you faced?
The racism. The racism.
Give us a story about the most racist shit that happened to you.
Okay, so the most racist thing. So I jump started my affiliate program literally October 15th of 2020, right? I cut a 7-figure deal in 2020. So I jump started. Thank you. I jump started my affiliate program October 15th. I had put in an order for my product, which one of the manufacturers is an open racist, right? But money's money, and you're thinking, listen, I'm putting in a major order, whatever. So I put in the order in September. Mind you, I said October 15th was my launch date. So I put in the order in September. I still don't have my order to this day.
Damn.
Like, the racism is real. And once they found out in the industry that I was bringing my people in, it became an issue. It became, well, who does she think she is? Or we're going to do everything we can. I'm heavily connected in the hemp industry. I can literally jump on a flight and come back with the products I need in a 24-hour turnaround time. So it didn't bother me. I just found another distributor. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I literally went to Vegas and had meetings. Right. And, but, that's the other part of the industry. Right. You know who I feel like I am in my head? Does anybody watch Queen of the South? I feel like I'm Teddy.
Oh, I just got done watching that.
I love that show.
This motherfucker. That's right.
Her boss up is serious, but yeah. So I've always been that way. Like, I've always been the heavy hitter. I've always been the person, like, tell me I can't do something, I promise you I'm gonna show you I can do it. So that's actually been the biggest racist story so far to date. And then I jump into like CBD rooms and stuff on Facebook, and I never say anything. I just watch, because the arrogance is real. Everybody thinks they know any and everything, and nobody knows everything about this industry, because it's changing day to day, right? Like in DC, so they legalized cannabis in DC, and now you actually can't just purchase cannabis. So let's say you had a store and you were pushing cannabis. The government decided that, or the District of Columbia decided, they don't want that anymore. They don't want to make it seem like they're just promoting drug use. So what they have decided to do, or what the store owners decided to do, is, okay, let's say you can get an eighth for $40, right? They started like a bullshit t-shirt company. So where the t-shirt really is $1, but I'm gonna charge you $40, and then I'm gonna give you the bag I'm gonna give you the eighth for 40, you know, for free.
They call
I'm
it
gonna tell you,
gifting.
right? It's gift, right? You have to gift it to them. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's literally, you can find so many different ways to get around it. That's actually that room that I'm standing in this picture. That's an $11 million room up on the farm. So that room produces $11 million worth of product.
Wow.
Was that annually?
No, that's actually monthly.
Those
actually monthly. Yeah. Now you also have to remember there's a time for harvest because we're here in New York. Like right now, so harvest just ended around November here in New York. So this is our downtime. So we're not consecutively making that money all throughout the year. So you do have to counter for the times that we're down.
That makes sense.
How long did that process take of y'all having to build that actual farm? Like, did that take like years?
Yes, it did. So this has been a 3-year production. It was over $2 million to get the farm up and running. We actually have a natural spring on the farm, so we actually produce our own water. There's a whole irrigation system.
Y'all sell water?
Everything.
That is so clutch.
Y'all sell spring water?
I love that.
So, just getting everything done, even just finding the property. I mean, the water's really, really clean and it's pure. Right, it's clean and it's pure. It ain't the prettiest thing to see, but yeah. So finding the property, making sure that because now you have to treat the soil once you find the property, and trimming it. Like at one point, we had somebody ordering 1,000 pounds of flour a week. Yeah, it's great for business. You want those 6-figure invoices to be paid, but 1,000 pounds, now somebody has to trim it because the way that, so the way that you all see cannabis, how it comes when you buy it from the budman, it does not look like that up on the farm. It is ugly, actually. Like on the farm, it's ugly as hell. And you have to have people trim it. So you can do hand trim, which means by hand, and I'm cutting myself, or we have machines that do it for us now. To make it just easy, but the machines are expensive. You're talking about $2,600 a machine, so it's a production, and this is why, unfortunately, it's hard to get Black people in the industry. It's a lot of money, a lot of capital has to be put up. You have to have a farming license. You have to be up to date with your licensing and your permits and everything else. Don't get me wrong; it's a great investment, but if we could get our people to crowdfund for it and start our own farm and our own manufacturing companies, that's where the real money is at.
What's the entry level for anyone who just like, yo, they just see all this happening around them, they've been smoking all their life, like, man, I want to make money off of weed, you know what I mean? Like, where's the entry level? Like,
what's the corner boy of the industry?
Yeah, how do you start?
With cannabis?
Yes.
So if you're gonna start, it depends, because it depends on what route you're gonna go. Like for me, I teach people how to incorporate it in other products, right? So you can absolutely move it like how I just showed you guys the raw flour. You can absolutely move it that way. But what I teach my affiliates is if you're in an area that has a smoothie bar, go down to the smoothie bar and offer them your CBD and tell them, hey, how people used to have Starbucks does shots of espresso. You guys can do shots of CBD, and now you've upsold and upcharged your regular smoothie, right? You're providing an experience. Now, don't get me wrong, the corner boy ain't out here suffering. He's still gonna make up his money, right? Because people are smoking, but it also depends. And so now the other thing, I provide an experience. My company's name is Highly Sedity. So everything with us is an experience. So I educate people on, a lot of people don't know if you eat a mango before you smoke, it intensifies the high and allows it to last longer.
What? Somebody give me some mangoes.
The molecular.
Right now.
The molecular.
So the molecular construction of the mango actually sticks to your cells, which then when you smoke, that now sticks to the molecular composition of the mango, and it allows your high to last a little bit longer. It's more intense.
And then these mangoes. See, you learn on SMOKEBREAKLIVE.tv.
See, we teach too. We bullshit, but we teach at the same time.
Yeah. So, so if you're a corner boy and you just want to get into the business, I would honestly stay doing that if that's your lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can run that side of a business, absolutely do it. What I would suggest, let's say you're a corner boy and you do successful, you know, you do pretty good for yourself. Honestly, I would write a book. I would write an ebook about cannabis, and I would sell that because it's very rare that you see Black people in the industry that know what they're talking about and can tell you about the different strains and how they affect you and what they do and how they're broken down. So if you're really, really into your business, or even just running a business, running that side of the business, and how you can break down a pound and how many grams does it give you, and how many eighths can you have, and if you want to teach the game, that would be my way of doing it. I would make a whole ebook and sell that joint for $10 like a dime bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
that's hilarious. And I
Jasmine,
love
someone
it.
had a question for you. They said, do you have stocks, or how can one invest with you?
So we don't have stocks just yet. At first, we weren't taking any investors because the people on the farm have what I like to call stupid people money, and they can just drop ridiculous loads of money. However, I am venturing off of that. I still work, you know, with the farm, but I will have chances for investors. So we're just trying to decide now whether our best bet is to go with a dispensary here, or we're gonna find another way, because we're also thinking about opening a smoke lounge.
Ooh.
That's great.
In New York or somewhere else?
No, in New York. So now New York has these crazy laws where you're not supposed to consume alcohol in a space where you have open flame unless you've been grandfathered in, which would be the old cigar lounges. So we're trying to figure out the legal side of that now. But what I would suggest is like how Jersey just legalized cannabis, right? What? This is how easy this money is, and this is what I call stupid money, y'all. Like, you literally could buy a space, open a smoke lounge. This would be hella bomb. Open a smoke lounge, maybe like an outside ventilated area, like how they have outside dining right now, and then have a restaurant attached to it. Everybody gets the munchies when they high. Who doesn't want to eat? You know what I'm saying? Now you're making money hand over fist. Like, this money is so easily made here. So if you want to connect with me, it's Highly Sadidi on all social media platforms. Just connect with me, so when I do have investment opportunities, I can open it up for everybody. And you guys can, you know, be more than welcome to join us as well.
Sounds dope.
All right.
Yes.
Also, if you can get into cannabis stocks, get into cannabis stocks as well. Now, be very careful with cannabis stocks because although there aren't that many of them, they are fluctuating rapidly, right? So one day it's up, the next day it's down. Just watch it before you decide to invest your money in it to see how it's going. And then there are things that are splitting now. So you may have 12 shares of something, and your 12 shares, once the split happens, will only trickle down to 2. So just pay attention to that side.
Nice.
Dropping gems. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Miss
You're
Jasmine.
welcome. You're welcome. But yes, if you guys, like I said, if you ever want to get into the industry, or even if you just have questions, by all means, hit me up. I'm willing to answer as many questions as I possibly can with the time that I'm given. But thank you guys so much for this platform. The show is funny from what I've been hearing so far.
Now you gonna be back if we got weed questions. You gonna be back.
Okay, no problem. Let me know.
All right, thank you.
And don't forget to send me your address so I can send you a sample of the oil. And I'm gonna send you the oil, and I'm also gonna send you a body butter. The body butter, I can't even.
He's gonna be on the show next week, glistening like a
people
mug.
I be checking in, my face is shiny as a mug some nights too.
But people have had like it's CBD. So the hemp industry, and this is so dope. Like, my mom just retired and started. She retired as a principal, started her own skincare line. I now sell CBD to my mother to infuse in her stuff. And that stuff flies. Like, it's sold out within minutes of her putting it up on her
just
site.
give it to your mom,
so I'll send you some of her body butter as well.
This is a business.
Business, bro.
I mean,
you don't just give it to her.
Now don't get me wrong. She get the family discount, but if I'm helping you sell out, sis, you gotta kick me something back. Wait a minute.
All right, that's what's up.
All them years, you ain't paying no bills in my house, and you been throwing them bills in my face as I was a kid.
You know what?
You got the money.
Or we barter. We barter. Like, I'll give her
Okay.
something and she'll give me something. I'm big on bartering, so I love bartering.
Yep.
Right.
Love
Okay,
it.
cool.
That's what's
All
up.
right, thank you.
Exchange is no robbery.
Right.
We're gonna have you back again, all right?
Yeah, I would love to come back. I'm gonna stick
Right.
around for the rest of the show.
Bet. I just sent you a
Alright.
message on IG.
Yep, I just got it on my other phone.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get that oil.
For my clients.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, thank you. Right now,
Thanks,
we got.
guys.
Thank you. Yo, Brian be knowing. Yeah, Brian be knowing right here on SMOKEBREAKLIVE.tv.
All right. So, matter of fact, the young lady that was just on the screen kind of touched on it a few moments ago. This week's Brian Be Knowing is for all my black people. Get your paperwork in order. So, for a few years now, they have been trying to build a go-go museum in DC. So they have a space, and they picked it in Anacostia. You know, Anacostia is one of the historic black neighborhoods in DC, starting in like the 60s, because technically it was all white. But that's another conversation for another day. So they found a space, and it was like, I think it was like in between some buildings or something, and it was just like overrun. It was like a bunch of trees and shrubs and like trash and whatever. So they said, all right, we're gonna take this spot. So they cleaned it up, got to doing the plumbing, like, and they put I think they put some type of building or something. They put something in there, right? So they said, all right, yeah, it had to be a building, because it's like we want to open the museum. They were going to open it last year, but you know, COVID hit, so that kind of pushed everything back. They wanted to open the museum. Out of nowhere, some man says, excuse me, this is my property. This is my space. Y'all can't, this is mine now. Like, you didn't, you know what I'm saying? But they just looked at this space and just saw an open space, was like, oh, we're going to build right here. And now they're like petitioning, trying to get people to sign petitions, and they upset because they got to go back and forth to court with the guy, but technically he owns the space. And because nobody went and checked, nobody went downtown to see what this was, now, you know what I'm saying, he could very well take everything that you built. Because had you said something before, he was like, all right, whatever, I don't care about, like, because like I said, it was run down. You could have bought this little spot for next to nothing.
Right.
But now that I see that you've built something, I could charge you whatever I want.
Yeah.
Or I could just be like, no. Or I could be like, I'll charge you half, but I own part of what this is.
Right.
So now I get to dictate what you can and can't put right here.
Right.
Damn.
All because you didn't do
I'm a shareholder.
those steps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like some of the people like work. Well, not feel. It's DC, so I'm sure some of them probably work in politics and work downtown and stuff like that. Somebody should have checked. Like, we can't keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it sucks because technically that's how white people got their land here. Like, they just pulled up and was like, I'm gonna take this, and you know what I'm saying, they took it. But now the way the system is now, you can't just do that. So if you want to win in this current system, you got to get your paperwork in order
first. Right. Definitely.
That's some good advice.
Brian be knowing.
Good advice. But I know some folks that be hoarding. They be having paperwork from the 90s and the 80s still in boxes and file bins.
That's just house fire.
It's because with this system, especially with us, that shit always seem to come back and bite us in the ass. Like, I just threw that shit away. So,
always.
Because we don't check our bills. We don't check our mailboxes, none of that shit.
Scan your shit, put it in the computer, all that shit. So.
Yeah, man.
But no, it's a white man who owned the space. So, and at first he was just going to take it, but I guess because the petition kind of caught the news, he's like, oh no, I'll work with them. Now, you know what I'm saying, now he want to cut a deal. But like I said, he could cut whatever deal he want.
Right.
And y'all just built this man a building for nothing, because you wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. So hopefully it all works out. Because it would be nice to have a go-go museum, but we shall see.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man, niggas need to go museum, some pots and pants.
No, I like go-go. But it's only a certain like year that I like it in, like 06 through like 08. Those are the years I like.
The college years.
CCB.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't want. That's when they just started banging on the drums and shit.
No, that's when they had the bass added in and all the other stuff.
Nah, man. I know they used to have the horns.
Oh yeah,
horn
the horn
section and all that.
The horn section. Yeah, horn section.
I don't remember horn.
I was always like, yeah, I'm cool.
That was like the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, that's the original.
It's a few band. My cousin got a band. Every now and then he'll break out the horn section.
Yeah, man. Yo, man. So right now we got a new president in office. You know what I'm saying? And today's topic: presidential priorities. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not what I want, but what the president feels as though it's his priority. You know what I'm saying? And you know, jahsjotdown, then he signed a whole bunch of executive orders. His first day, you know, first few days coming into office, man, he did a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
You know, and one of them was the private prisons. He did an executive order regarding private prisons. Right? What y'all think about that?
What was the order?
He's doing away with private prisons.
Yeah,
so, you know, if you had the money, you could just start a prison and just make money off that.
Right. So it's been a lot of like billionaires who make investments into these prisons, and it's added to the prison industrial complex and the whole problem with black men getting locked up. So now that y'all can't have jails anymore, it's gonna say a lot to these, like, you know, the elite that own them, which is crazy. Because my only thing is, if he signs this in 4 years, if someone else takes over, if they want to, they can
put
just
it back.
right. So it's like,
So, it's not entirely true that he's doing away with private prisons. You know, it sounds.
What
good.
is he doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Why you say that then?
According to the fact checkers, right? The order will affect around 14,000 federal inmates. First of all, this is for federal inmates, not state, right? Okay. So states can have private prisons as well, right? This shit is for the feds. You know what I mean? Right. So it will affect around 14,000 federal inmates currently incarcerated in private prisons, or about 9% of the federal prison population.
So it sounds good. That's what you said,
right? Right. So he's not renewing the contracts that the private prisons has with the Department of Justice.
Gotcha.
Right. It doesn't mean as of today we're not. No, it means when this contract run out,
y'all got to go somewhere else.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that contract could be 4 years, 5 years, 20 years. We don't know.
Right.
You know.
I don't know. Something seems weird about this, because it seems like Biden got a little bit more stuff that he had to sign and pass in his first week. Like, I understand each one has like a books that they have to sign and go into law, but Biden seemed like he's just going off. Like, it's just like every day. It's like, how many more are you going to be signing off on? Like, so I feel like we won't see what society would be like until like 3 or 6 months. And I feel like we're going to really be like, oh shit. Like,
hey.
It's going to be so different.
Some of us are just watching.
I have a different perspective on private prisons. And it wasn't until I watched a comedian I follow, Kevin on Stage. He does this series called Askren. Every episode, he asks a different type of person that most people don't usually have an opportunity to talk to. So this particular episode, it was ask a person who works in a private prison. And the guy was advocating, it was a black guy, and he was advocating for private prisons because private prisons are usually with their contract, like Boone said, they have contracts with the state or with the government. These contracts state, you know what I'm saying, the requirements for you to have a private prison are a lot higher than those if you were going something that is run by the state or run by the government.
Mhm.
So I felt, or not felt, I feel as though more black people should get into the private prison system so we can kind of control what happens to our black people when they get locked up. So now, you know what I'm saying? Now we're at the reign, so now we can control the programs that they have. And like we said, it's a big business. So the money that they're making from the jail, so now we can take that money, put it back in the community, open different spaces for these incarcerated people to work when they come home, because that is a big thing for a lot of people who come home from jail. They don't have nowhere to go, so a lot of them resort back to crime.
See,
So you-
it sounds good, but the only thing about that I have a problem with is that they're not going to get funding from anywhere else. Because I feel like if we can change how we treat the inmates, the state, and all these other people, they're not going to invest in your jail because you're treating them too nice, and you may actually break laws if you serve certain food that's too healthy. So.
No, they got the shaman. He got organic food that broke in the capital.
Yeah, but those laws is way more strict, I think.
Right, but I'm saying, but whatever the confines of the contract is, we can take that and work with that, and you know what I'm saying, provide, because jail is supposed to be rehab. It's supposed to be rehabilitation. These people are supposed to come home better than when they went in.
Right.
More often than not, that doesn't happen. So in a private prison, I control the programs. You know what I'm saying? So now I can do what I see fit to really put these people on a path to be better citizens when they come home, and give them a space to be when they come home.
Yeah, but they be overcrowding them shits because there's profit in it.
Right.
That's the issue.
I mean, we got regular. It's an exclusive club.
Yeah, but
Exclusive
I
jail
kind
club.
of I hear what you know. First of all, it sounds like off top. It sounds like you saying like, yo, somebody gonna lock them up. Might as well be us.
I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Yo, but I kind of see what you're saying though, because I saw someone say, what if the Nation of Islam owned a prison?
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they reform everybody that come through that joint getting reformed.
When they be doing the little turn.
But do you think that I think they probably will break it down, because then it would be like you're trying to force them to be Muslim. So it's like you can't force this whole people in
This
this
is a
jail
private prison.
to be. Yeah, but
It's like
who
you have a
chooses who
Catholic
goes there?
school.
That is true too.
But who chooses who goes there?
That's a good question, John.
So
I don't know how who chooses that. I don't know how that works.
Can I go to the Muslim
Good
prison?
question.
Yeah, how does that work? Period. Like,
Can I go to the Muslim prison?
to the government joint?
I want to go to the black.
Yeah, they got.
I'm trying to be Muslim. With a Muslim.
They ain't got no bacon over there. I can't.
Man, they probably, if the Nation of Islam had a prison, after it be so successful, they probably come after them niggas after a while. Like they trying to build an army.
That's what they be doing over there.
But that's why I said that they wouldn't invest in them anymore, because they'll be like, okay, like you're doing too much good to these black people. Like, no, you know. So I think they'll probably try to destroy it some way.
Doing good. The black people is in now. We got to strike while the iron is hot.
You can't do too good. Nigga.
Yeah, not too good.
Right.
But if I got the contract already, you got to honor the contract. Now, what we do after, you might not renew it, but I got one. I got one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a start.
Where all right, so now he also has signed an order about a civil rights, executive order, and the big issue was the transgender athletics, right? and
He is Ellen that bitch out. You know what I mean?
Why did you pick this picture?
She like, yo, look at she's
It's like real panic in her face, bro.
someone like, yo,
I'm
stop
about to die.
right now, bro.
I'm tapping out. Tap out.
That's just like
She's like, yo, I feel his balls right now.
yo.
Yo, I have made a jot down on this. This is foul.
He is choking
Foul.
with shit.
Foul, bro.
Well, nah, look at that nigga forearm though. Like that's not.
Yeah,
yo,
Him his forearms do not look like that.
just looking like. Stop. Should I stop? Want me to stop?
Yeah, and they just calm in the background. Just
Mhm. Yeah.
She think she know it's over right now. She's like, this is my last day.
I can do this all day. And this nigga,
Yo, so the initial reaction from most people was that he mandated that transgender athletes, namely
yeah, is the men transitioning to women?
yes, transgender women, yeah, and the on the path to, you know what I'm saying, to a woman, right? They have the ability, or they should not be discriminated against in regards to playing athletics. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that?
That is not fair at all.
I think if once enough people who were assigned female at birth get hurt, they were like, all right, we need to figure something else out.
Oh, man.
But there's several states that are petitioning against this, like, or they have bills, statewide bills, where they're like, nah.
I bet you people start watching.
Honestly, there's a lot of women, right, who say, "Fuck no." Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they not trying to play wrestle with a transgender woman.
Right here? Nigga, like you ain't trying to fight a nigga. Like you going to school? Like
I read something though. There are currently restrictions, as far as like a transgender.
Not here, not this picture. Ain't no restrictions. Look at that.
Her throat was restricted.
Are in regards to transgender athletes playing like high school and college against
contact.
Yeah. So is they? I think for a transgender woman, they have to have been under 1 calendar year of testosterone suppression hormones. A calendar year before they can compete.
No.
That still don't mean shit.
No.
That don't reverse.
Yeah, 16 years pituitary gland, nigga.
Bruh, my daughter is not playing volleyball. Like, no, she's not playing the sport. And because I wrote on this. This has been going on for a long time. And parents, even the parents are like, my children are coming home crying because they've been like all-stars all their life in this sport. And they are losing because a lot of them are going to college on scholarships. So now they're losing them to men, to boys. So it's like, no, it's not like no.
Right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I really do.
That's the equality that people were asking for, man. Right? Wouldn't it be crazy that women are fighting for men who live an alternative lifestyle or identify as another gender, like fighting for their rights, and then
body slam you.
Eventually, like in the end, men are dominating those arenas as well. Like,
right?
Like listen, like for instance, women say, certain areas are dominated, like male dominated, like production, like making beats, right? You know what I'm saying? DJing, that's male dominated and shit, right? Fashion, what is that's male dominated. You know what I'm saying? It's male dominated in the homosexual community, right? Like men still running this shit.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, I think I think this is wrong, of course, but I will watch this sport. I will watch it.
Just watch these people, watch these women just get washed up. But
right, we talk about when you watch female boxers, they don't block their face. So can you
hold on. So we talking about as early as high school, right? I've known them. There's girls who have played on the high school football team.
What position?
Fucking punter or something.
Player.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying no. All right, I know. In Little League, there used to be girls playing, yo.
And Little League,
that was the last time girls were bigger than the boys.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Once
like
puberty hit, like, all right, we got to separate.
But they weren't trying to play for scholarships, and they weren't being held as like the best on the team. Now that these trans women are playing, they are losing.
If I'm a girls field hockey coach, nigga, I'm gonna get all the trans women. My whole team is trans,
and we gonna blast y'all. The trans train, and we go.
You can't discriminate against us.
You can't.
Take over. I'm taking over the league, nigga.
Somebody's getting hurt.
Yes. They have weight classes. Gender shouldn't matter to me, anyways. Thank you for that opinion and that perspective.
I understand. What I think.
But
yeah, go ahead.
But see, no, my issue is this. I understand that, but if you have a daughter and she goes to school and she's been doing well, and you're like, oh, she's about to get a full ride to the college of her dreams, and then someone gets on that team and starts taking everybody's scholarship chances, like, you would be so upset, and you would just be like, wait a minute, bro.
But even with the weight classes though, like a man at 180 and a woman at 180, like they hold muscle different.
It's not the same.
And you can take testosterone suppressants, but your body still produces it. That's why you have to constantly take the suppressants. You know what I'm saying? So like once your body hits a certain way, your body isn't. I don't think that it makes your body shrink. So then you know, as a guy, like after a while, like your shoulders get broader, like your muscles get denser. Like it's not doing anything with that necessarily. Because I read an article about it too, Coach. Because it was a trans person in a mixed martial arts league, and he was just crushing the cisgender women. Like they was like, yo, I've never put me in the wrist lock, and I've never been able to not get out of a wrist lock. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else was like, yeah, no, they was like, I got my eye socket got crushed, and I had to get full reconstructive surgery.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, because it's, you know what I'm saying, that is not an even plan, and I understand, and I don't want to say that they can't do it, because I don't want to tell nobody that they can't play a sport. But
that's what I'm saying, though.
But we gotta figure out. I think this is dangerous.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I just think it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
It's so dangerous. Like, look at this lady's face, bro. It's just so.
It has to be fair. It has to be fair.
Look at the danger she's in. She knows. Like, dangerous.
So are you just gonna stand there?
She's like, y'all just watch it. Y'all don't see. It's like a hairy ass armor.
He gonna protect black women.
Hey man, this is serious. Okay. Oh god.
Just play fair.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, good luck with the transgender athlete.
No, but really, it really is a gray ass area, man. Yeah. Because like imagine imagine you got a daughter, right? Like girls be playing on the boys' team. You know what I'm saying? They might even get as far as JV. You know what I'm saying? Football, right?
You guys
And
are
like,
gentle with them.
Nah,
Boys, they're not.
yo.
Yeah,
some dudes want to torpedo her, like you know. Hey, I want to show her I'm a man. You know what I mean? All that shit, you know. And then she embarrass them, you know. But okay. So Toya said, how about women in the NFL? No,
dangerous.
I don't want to see that. I do not want to see
I'll
that.
watch like the first, because that's gonna be
Listen,
crazy.
like y'all get concussions.
I
and
love
be happy
football.
about it.
Yeah, the men be getting tore up. Like I don't want to see no. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Aaron. What's the nigga from the Rams?
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I don't want to see Aaron Donald run down on no women. Like
JJ Watt.
yeah, I don't want to see him blast no woman. Nah. Right, that's nah.
Because they try to have a woman like trying out as a kicker. Like, yeah, all right. If she the last one between the, you know, a blocked kick, and a
touchdown, like
yeah, nah, come on, son. Nah, yeah. and if you run her over, see, and that's the thing.
That's a lose for the guy.
Yeah, it's a lose for the guy, yo. It's like if I'm competing against a woman and I don't go as hard and she beat me, or if she just beat me in general, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But if I go hard and shit, and you know,
and
what I
take
mean?
her off her
like,
feet, yeah.
Like there's no that shit whack. You know what I'm saying? Unless this is a co-ed league. You know what I'm saying?
We playing, but you're not playing co-ed tackle though.
That's crazy.
Right? See?
Yeah, co-ed tackle is crazy. Yo, what y'all think about having a trans-only division? Division, not division. Conference, nigga, or organization,
league,
like,
like the
league,
how many people? What is the demand for that though? Like, how many trans people are like want to be active at that level?
It's gonna be a lot. Like if they were to say, "Come on," I think it'll be more than what anybody, the whole world, has ever thought. Like, damn, it's a lot of
really.
Yeah, I think so because they make shows about it but they get so judged they don't come out. But now it's starting to be normalized and more starting to be in the public eye because now stars are trans. So it's like, oh, well, these stars are trans and they're cool, then I guess more people want to be trans.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. But yo, one of the last things, you know, Joe Biden signed, you know, he want to go ahead and put Harriet Tubman on the Dubman.
I don't want this. I don't want this picture.
Who asked for this, bruh?
Yo,
let me get a tub, yo.
Let me get a tub.
Let me hold the tub.
Tub.
I don't want this picture. I want the picture of her in the all white sitting in the chair. Look like she got the pistol in her hand.
Man,
I don't like it. It's something about this whole thing that it don't rub me the right way. It's like, what are y'all doing this for?
It feels I can't think of the word.
Disingenuous.
Pacified, like, right, yeah. Like they're trying to pacify us with this or something like that.
Yeah. Cashless society anyway.
Exactly, Jay. We on the same
for
page.
Like 2 years.
Yeah,
that's
and that's what I collector's items.
First of all, Obama was talking about this, right? So that's the defense that people say when they defend this shit. They say, "Oh, did y'all forget Obama was going to do? Biden just picking it back up." You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be Trump supporters burning it on camera. I'm burning Harriet Tubman.
I just feel like that's just to show you that the money is worthless. You know what I'm saying? Like they just devaluing this. They devaluing the shit out of that dollar.
Or that they're stupid. Well, it could be. Well, two things can be true, but whatever.
Man. only people want to see that is us, or some of us.
That was to be
That
honest,
shit ain't appealing to nobody else.
Nigga, you know, Magic City gonna go crazy. Got all them Tubmans in the air, bro.
Bruh.
Harriet Tubman.
I might
Harriet
go work
Tubman,
for Amazon
brother.
tonight. Just for that. Like what? What'd you say?
Don't let your phone. Shout
Shout out Aaron Long.
Listen, I will go
On
to
the
a state
Instagram.
where nobody know me. I'll be like, listen.
Ooh,
I
they
got
gonna
a wig
pull up.
on.
Girl, Lou Ferrigno gonna be the. I saw. I could tell by the trees in the background what state you was in, so I decided to show up. I'm so happy to see you.
Stop it. That's really what happened on the fucking Players Club when he was at her doorstep.
See,
Trying to run up through
I
stairs.
always make sure you get home safe.
Yes, creepy as hell. Creepy as hell.
So they really gonna follow through this time with the Tubman.
That's what it looked like, man. I don't like that.
Do we get to pick the picture? Who picking the picture?
Yeah.
The house.
First of all, nobody was taking good pictures back then anyway. So I don't even. Can we get somebody to paint the picture?
The more I learn about like our black quote unquote heroes, especially the ones that they, when Black History Month come around and white people say, yeah, you're supposed to be talking about these people, like, you know what I mean? It be some shady shit going on.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like when you for instance, I was given the autobiography of Malcolm X. Probably was like 8 or 9, somewhere around there, 10. Whenever the Malcolm X movie came out, you know what I'm saying?
You was like 23, right?
Yeah, I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I think I had a beard.
But it's the autobiography
And the baby
of Malcolm X as told to Alex Haley.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? The Alex Haley is the author of Roots. Right? Come to find out, Roots was a stolen story and it was fabricated. You know what I'm saying? And as well as Malcolm X's autobiography, which has omissions.
But guess what, Boo? The Roots actually came to ABC today, so it's crazy that you mentioned that. That's all I want to say.
Oh, the Roots and shit.
So,
The
like, what are the
Black Thought
odds that you would mention that?
the band or
Yeah, she talking about the band.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
The movie.
Okay.
Oh my god.
The movie.
I'm like, why she bring up the band? Okay.
No.
The movie came to ABC.
Yes.
Pandering. That's the word I was trying to figure out. I feel like they're pandering to us.
Yo, your Twitter said an LGBT plus league period will be a plus.
Yeah.
Hey, you can make a league for
Anything.
Yo, support it. That's it. Like, support it. If the demand, you are the demand. If you create the demand, they will supply that shit.
Well, half of the leagues, a lot of these leagues are gay anyway. WNBA, they have a lot of gay girls in there. It's not like a bad thing, but the NFL got gay players that are.
The WNBA for some girls it is like some girls are. Sometimes heterosexual women in those environments feel like they're around a bunch of niggas. Right? It's the same shit. Like ain't nothing really different.
Somebody was complaining about that in the last few years. I forgot who it was. You said it's was it Candace Parker? I feel like it was somebody shorter than her, but it could have been.
Yeah, that she was like, I know you're talking about it. They was being ostracized by the other players because they wasn't. She wasn't
gay.
Yeah, she wasn't gay. Hey man, everybody be on some discrimination shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody be on that shit.
That's true. Except black people, we don't discriminate.
The hell nah, we to a fault.
To a fault. Definitely to a fault.
That's a great counterpoint. Can't argue with that.
We gotta stop that, y'all. that's the problem.
Black people bring segregation back.
Brooklyn.
Like, nigga, we going over here. Leave us alone.
Right.
Yeah, but
with our own apps. Nigga time.
I just wanted to say, you know, these are presidential priorities, right? And these are the things that the current administration felt were priorities, right? You know, not the people who they credit for ushering in their presidency. You know what I mean? But right, not those people, but they make other things their priority, right? And it's a shame that we as quote unquote black people, we equate negative things with us, right? And they say, yo, they're gonna stop the private prisons. Oh, that's good for black people. Like why was Bill Clinton the first black president?
That's because we had a group of black people who were not that educated. Well, not that they weren't educated. They didn't have access to the same amount of information that we do. Because I don't think that if Bill ran in this generation wouldn't call him that.
Well, it depends, yo. It depends. Because Bill got on Arsenio Hall and played the saxophone.
Yeah, that's what Brandon just said.
That's what did it.
He played the saxophone.
He played that
These
saxophone.
These niggas not playing. Ain't no millennials playing sax.
That's what.
Yeah, but I mean that back then that it was Arsenio Hall, nigga.
Right.
It was like, you know what I mean? Yep.
Yeah, I was a kid. I wasn't even.
Right.
I was a baby.
Plus now, Boone, you had the internship down that joint, right? It was working. I know Arsenio.
Yeah, that's funny.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't taking me that with y'all.
Yeah, man. Yo, what's y'all Instagrams? Mine is at SonicBooneTV.
Jai, you next.
At jahsjotdown.
Brian Beat.
At Brian Beknowin.
And I am J Easy. Follow me everywhere.
Hey, yo, you got a new Instagram or something?
For me?
Yeah, man. I was trying to tag you earlier. It was like saying something else.
I got you. Yeah,
I don't want to put it out there.
Remember we were talking about how we was gonna flip.
Oh yeah, flip the script.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't worry about it. We're good.
Ooh, Jay trying to be incognito.
Yeah.
TV. Plot.
JT.
All right, yo. Check us Sunday, Nimperty Show. Peace.
I can't take my smoke break. Live.